Hi everyone, I'm David. I'm a wedding and portrait photographer from here in Melbourne, Australia. What we're going to do today, we're going to actually photograph a couple of girls that are getting their makeup done for Ellie, who's sitting next to me, and I'll let her talk about what we're going to do shortly. So we're going to go through a whole system of setting up 3 lights. Now they're set up at the back, but I'll take you through that, how I've done that, so you can sort of see how it looks and what we're trying to achieve. Ellie's got some photos that she's saved from Pinterest, so we're going to use those as inspiration to get the shots that we want. And now I'm going to be using the a6500 today, so I'll be using the new camera, and I'll be probably putting on the 55mm 1.8 lens on it. So we'll try that to see how that goes at that focal length. It should be a great portrait lens. So I'll pass you over to Ellie. She can talk about what her business is, and then we'll get started.
So I'm Melbourne-based freelance makeup artist. I specialise in weddings, events, and now I'm looking at getting into editorial and high-end makeup. So basically the aim of today is start building up my portfolio with my 2 lovely models, Kim and Natasha. So yeah, basically that's all I want to do. So my business is called Ellee Beauty. As David said, I've got a mood board on Pinterest, which is going to aim at nice, minimal, glowy, and glossy makeup. So hopefully we get some really good shots out of it, and yeah, I have faith in Dave and my models, so we'll see how we go.
Now what's your, do you have a website?
Yeah, so it's, my Instagram is at @EllBeauty, ELLBEAUTY__. So that's where you'll find all my work, and any links to message me. Bye.
And do you have a website as well?
No, not yet. This will be
okay.
In the midst of getting it done this year.
So now what we'll do now, I'll bring in the girls in a second, and we can introduce them, because you'll be looking at those getting their makeup done today, and then we'll do the shoots. So we'll do that now.
Hi, I'm Kimmy. I'm going to be Ellie's model today, and my Instagram is below.
Hi, my name is Natasha, and I'm also going to be modelling today for Ellie, and my Instagram is below as well.
what we're going to be doing here, you can see if I listen this off, the setup that I've actually got in here. So I'm running a Profoto through this beauty dish, and I'll show you from the front in a second. And then I'm also running, because I want to add some separation to Natasha's hair and her shoulder, I'm going to be running another Profoto over here, which is through this 1x4 softbox. And then if we look down the back, I've also got one down the back there, which is on a grid. It has a grid attachment to it because I want to basically just give a little bit of fill from that. So what I'll do is I'll start to build up the light so you can see what's going to happen, and then we'll end up doing the shoot. So I'll build it up in stages and we'll have a look. So I'll just stop there and I'll go to the next stage. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to show you how I'm going to build this up together, and I'll just get Ellie to grab this in a second. But basically, what I'm going to do, see, the one that's behind is just going to give a little bit of fill. So if you look at it there, when we go across to the side, you'll actually see that it becomes a bit of a hair light. Now, it is going to be darker than this when we do the shoot though, but this is just to give you an idea of what's actually going on. Now, can you hold that for a second, Ellie? Now you can see the light over here is, this one is just going to light basically her on the side. So Natasha, it'll give her a little bit of a kick, and it'll also light up a bit of her shoulder as well. Now I may have to adjust the exposure a little bit on this, and the angle. We're not going to know until we take a shot, so I'll have a look at that. Now if I then light up the front one, you'll see that she'll be lit up from the front. So we're going to do that as well, and the last thing that we're going to do to finish this is we'll have a reflector that will sit underneath. So I'll just adjust the ISO a little bit so it's not so bright. Yeah, so basically that's how it'll work. So we've got the 3 lights set up here with a reflector underneath. So I'll get the reflector now and then we'll start doing the shoot. So what we're going to be doing here, you can see now we've brought the reflector in. That will give a little bit of fill underneath. So basically what it will do is give a little bit of fill underneath the chin, and it'll just fill that just nicely. If you don't do that, it's probably going to be a little bit dark there, and it'll also give a nice catch light in the eye. So we'll look at that now. So we're just doing some touch-ups here before we start. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using the a6500. Now I've already used a light meter, so what I actually did was I used this light meter before, so we used that. I checked each one, so basically what I've got is I've got this one here at f8, and I'm underexposing these by 1 stop, so it's f6.5 I think on these, and it was 6.5 on the back one as well, because I don't want that to be as bright as the main fill light. And like I said, we're going to use a bit of fill underneath with the silver reflector, just to give a little bit of fill underneath, and it should give a nice catch light. So that should work pretty nicely. Now the beauty of using the grey is we can make that go to any colour we like, or manipulate it as much as we like. So you can sort of see if I put a, if I turn off these lights, what we'll do is I'll turn off that, so you can see that's just the main light there, and then if I want to bring in the fill lights, basically you can see how that will separate her from the background, and also gives a nice fill on the shoulders and the hair. But I might move that back just a touch.
Alright, Tasha, make your hair. Sorry? Don't make your hair. Play with it. Yeah, sorry.
It's always fiddly when you first start, but once we actually start it, then we'll be right, because we can just shoot, because nothing changes, because it's all being shot in manual, so once we get the right exposure, nothing will change. So I think that's going to be okay.
Like that, better? Yeah, but make sure you don't see the part.
And like I said too, we're going to be using some Pinterest images that Ellie found for inspiration.
Yes. Can't fleet, go.
and we'll also be using a fill. Now I'm going to take one without the reflector so you can see the difference that the reflector actually makes. So what we'll do first, we'll grab a shot with the reflector and then, without the reflector, and then we'll add the reflector in so you can see the difference that just adding the reflector will actually make. It'll be interesting that you can see. You can see at the moment how there's a fair decent shadow underneath. Now sometimes that can look nice, but I just want to add a bit of a catch light in the eye. That's why I want to add a little bit of fill with the reflector. The beauty dish gives a nice hard light. Now it has got a grid on it, because the reason why I've got a grid on that is because I didn't want that light to spill onto the background. I tried it without the grid, but it was lighting the background up too much. So I've had to put the grid on. Now it does give quite a hard look with the grids on, but because this is a makeup, you want that really sharp contrasty look anyway. Now because Ellie's obviously doing this for a makeup, she's going to be fussy about what the image looks like. Now I'm going to meter again just to make sure that that's being right, because I had it set up with a dummy before, so I just want to make sure this is reading correctly. So I'm going to come under. Now when you're metering, you just basically come under here. Now I want 1/25 of a second, and I want it to read f8. So it's a little bit under, it's f7. So I can just put it up, but I'm just going to do it here. I'll just make it a little bit stronger. It's f8. Now I want to read at the back. Make sure that's f7, which it is, that's fine. So that's a stop under. And the background, I also want to be a stop under as well. 6.3, so I might just go up just a touch. So I'm going to give that a go and have a look at it.
That's cool.
Turn around a bit more this way, and then I'm going to add in the reflector, because you'll see the difference now. Alright, so now we're going to put in the reflector. So if you can hold that under.
See how her lips are just slightly open?
Yeah.
That's what you're going for.
Okay.
Let me have a look. Once we get this right, we'll work it out. Now this should give a nice bit of fill underneath. Check. Alright, so we've just changed the lipstick colour a little bit. It's a bit darker than it was before. What was that? What was the look we were looking for? Was it, do you remember? Your chin was, yeah, your chin
forward.
Yeah, and sort of chin forward a little bit. So move your chin forward and then down a little bit. Yep. Just turn your face just a touch this way. Come that way a bit. That's it, stay like that. Yeah, so turn, yeah, so look over here and then look straight past me. Okay, so here we have the second girl. And basically, so this is going to have a different look, being blonde obviously. So what we're going to do is you're just going to look, yeah, sort of at that camera actually over there.
Look down.
Like with my head or?
No,
No, with your eyes.
No. So look forward.
And actually, too, push that shoulder just away a little bit. Bring the shoulder a little bit more towards me, yeah, and bring your face. Yeah, that's perfect.
Face forward. No, so like chin out. Yep. Now look down. So keep your face up there and look. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. Now, did you want to try? Now look straight at me.
Yeah. Now start. And down.
That's beautiful.
And more down, like at the
Yeah,
floor.
so look sort of down right at that
So I can see your
reflector.
eyelids.
That's it. It's best friends. So we're going to do a double shot here with the girls.
So arms down.
So I'm going to have to
Put this arm around her. So he's touching his face. So she knows how to
pump this up a little bit.
So I'm going to be facing that way. Do you want this one? Like this? Yeah, and sort of chin back. Yeah, perfect. Count your lips, do whatever you want.
So again, we're just using Pinterest for inspiration. There's an image that we found on Pinterest that Ellie likes, so we're going to try and use that.
Silly sausage. Alright. So you're going to look dead straight at the camera. So, right up close. No, things you mind. Alright,
So I'm going to try and light both of them up. So I've added a bit more power because I've had to raise that up a little bit.
yeah. So chin, thumb under. Yeah. Wider. You want to be like airy fairy. Think you're a ballerina. Yeah. Now come right close, like touch faces.
And just bring your face more this way, yeah.
So you want to be up. Like, so like up here.
So my chin is falling into there.
So you tilt your head like that. Yep. Touch.
Wait, we've got it the opposite way around. Do we? Have we?
It looks okay. No, it's nice. It's pretty. All right, we'll have a look and see what we get.
Can we go in this way? Yeah. There you go. So you want your head like right here.
Just give me a look at that on the thing. Oh,
Come
yeah.
more forward. So like here on her forehead.
Make sure you fix my hair.
Yeah, it's fine.
So face is nice and tight together. So you just want to touch your cheek just on there. Bring it more in.
So
Bend it sort of in.
you've got the hard one, sorry.
Yeah.
So like that. See how
And
it's
just-
right straight on?
Is she straight on, is she? Yeah, I think you're a bit down too. You've got to come down a little bit. That's it. That's about it, I think. Perfect. Yeah.
Kim, pop your shoulder back.
Now, can we grab that reflector? Because we'll put that just underneath. So stay there like you were. Now we're just going to use the reflector in here. Okay, so I hope you really like looking at that shoot. I think the images look great. You'll see those when you go through the presentation. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you can, give us a big thumbs up because that's one way of promoting this channel. And I'll see you again soon for the next video. So bye for now.